Hi everyone. Today we will study together stack and queues in JavaScript. So these are very funny, I would say, and very interesting data structures which one should know if one is aiming to improve their coding skills plus trying for FANG or MANG. Stack and queues comes in handy. They in itself are simple data structures, but when combined and used it with other techniques and algorithms, play a significant role. So the best way is we start from scratch and then we will increase the complexity in subsequent videos. So without further delay, I will start what I am studying together with you guys. Okay. So this is the content which we will be covering. So introducing what is stack and queue, stack implementation, and what is queue implementation. It's a pretty simple video, but good to know as one polishes their skills if they already know it, and if they don't, then this video will help you to gain some confidence from scratch. Okay, so what is a stack? Stack is actually, I googled it. Let me just google it for you guys. What is stack? Okay, stack data structure. Okay, so first value is open. It's a linear data structure that follows a particular order in which the operations are performed. Mostly whenever you say stack, people will ask LIFO, and you should know by heart, meaning last in first out, meaning the last value which went inside will be the first one that will be coming out. Okay, or philo, like first in last out. So different acronyms people are using it, and this data structure, the main heart is this only. Okay, so definition is this one, and real world, like how will you know in a real world example. So I'll give you, try to explain once. Once I was going in a marriage, in a party, and I was going, it was night time when I went for the dinner table. So I saw there was a stack of plates. So by default in English language, it's coming stack. So, and the reason they call it stack is the plate that was kept on top, like the last, will be the first one that will be taken. Sometimes people take skip some top plates if they are dirty. They'll take the below ones, but that's how. Another example is in a school or in a college. If you are submitting the assignments or the exam papers, the the mentioned they're arranged in a stack format, meaning one on top of the other, and it is picked up like which comes on the top is used. So that way, these are few of the real world examples. uh, Main operations are push, pop, and peak, and is empty. Like these are some basic methods that will help to build a stack. Push may basically is for pushing the element in the stack. Pop is taking out. Peak is you want to see in the what you say, if it is already empty or no stack, or the last element that is already added. Okay, is empty, it will check whether it is blank or no. Okay, so 1 second. I think some slide is not required. Okay, I will just skip slide. Okay, this one. This is not required. Okay, now stack implementation, like stack class and break down each method. Let's get down to some business, meaning we will create a new uh, live coding here. Okay. Inside this, I will use stack and queue. Okay. Uh, okay. So stack includes. Let me just clear the output. Okay. I will create a class now. Okay. Let me just type it here. Okay. So we are defining the class name stack. Okay. It's not a keyword. Any name we can give. Constructor will create a constructor that will be non-parameterized. Okay. So in this constructor I'm defining this dot items. This is an array, okay, which we know it. Now we will be implementing a push method, okay. Add an element to the top of stack, okay. So push element, okay, and this dot items dot push, okay, where element is the parameter that is being passed, okay. This is the push method. Now I will create a pop method, okay. Remove and return the top element of the stack, okay. Pop, okay. If dot is empty, okay, then I will just return underfill, okay. Else it will return this dot items dot pop, okay. Push pop is done. Now push pop peak and empty. Peak we will just implement, okay. Peak, the top element without removing it, okay. Okay, so peak we will add here. If this dot error handling is very important, guys. Whenever possible, just try to see you are handling all the edge cases, okay. Return no elements in stack, okay. Else part return this dot items, okay, this dot items dot length, okay. This will return us the last element, okay. Now is empty, we will check, okay. Check if the stack is empty, okay. Is empty and return this dot items length double equals to 0, okay. That's it for this class. I know it's pretty simple, but last I think printing also is required. Printing, it's good, okay. Print the complete stack, okay. Okay, so print stack, okay, and here return this dot items dot to string, okay. Okay, so now stack we have covered the constructor method which will initialize an empty array. Push will put an element, and pop will remove the element if we are checking the null check here. Peek, it will return the top element without removing it. Is empty, it will check whether this is blank or not, and printing it will do it. Now let's just run this code. How will we run? While creating a object, okay. Let stack is equals to new stack, and JavaScript is case sensitive, so those two are different, okay. Stack dot push, okay, 10. Let me just copy paste and add it, okay. 10, 20, 30, okay. Now console dot log, okay. We will put stack dot print, okay. Stack dot print stack, okay. Let me just pop stack dot peak, okay. So guys, I hope you're excited. This is the first time our data structure, like we are writing it on the fly. Let me run this code, okay. run code. Okay, stack is mutable. I think I didn't save this. One second. Okay. Let me save this. Okay. Now let me run this. Let me clear this and run. Okay. So first it is printing it the complete stack. Then it is popping it out, which is the 31. That was the last. Okay, and then peak it is showing us the 20. So that's all for this stack. Okay. Uh, Let me just rename this to hmm, stack. Okay, so I have added stack.js. Let me create stack. Inside this we will add our stack. Okay, and now we will create first we will go to the slides like already implemented code, break down each method with comments. Okay, now queue is a definition. Let me just google it. What is queue data structure? Okay, okay. Structure. So I'm just googling it so that you guys don't feel like whatever I'm saying and I studied is correct or incorrect. Queue data structure is a fundamental concept in computer science and used to store managing data in a specific order. It follows the principle like first in first out, which is like FIFO, where the first element in queue is the first one to be removed. Okay, queues are commonly used in various algorithms and applications for the simplicity and efficiency in managing the data flow. Okay, so real world example for queue would be like when you go to a gas station or petrol pump, cars lines up one by one. So the first one that comes arrives at the petrol pump will get their gas filled, tank filled, and subsequently the others. This is one of the thing which I can come up with. So there are operations whenever like a queue is involved. NQ, DQ, front end is empty. Okay, NQ is add an element to the end of the queue. Okay, and DQ is remove and return the front element of the queue. Okay, uh, so we are adding it in the end and removing it from the front, and front is the peak. This will be method will be the front without removing it. Is empty is like we'll check whether our queue is what you say blank or not. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Let me create queue. Okay, I will just remove everything. Let me start with the queue class. Okay, class queue. Okay, and this is the constructor. Okay, like this dot items I'm using it again. This is an array, and enqueue. I am sorry with the spellings. Okay, element. Okay, and this dot push element. Okay, let me add a comment here. Add an element to the end of the queue. Okay, DQ. DQ. Okay. Okay. Empty. Okay, now return like underflow. Okay, else return items dot shift. Okay, this method like I have already told you shift and all this. Okay, in the previous videos, but I'll remove and return the front element of the queue. Okay, NQ hope you guys are getting comfortable. Then front, I told there will be a method called front. Keep the front element without removing it. Okay, front. Okay, if this dot is empty, returns no elements in queue. Okay, then return this dot items. Okay, if peek from the front element, it is just will show. Okay, now check if the queue is empty. Okay, so is empty, this is and I'm adding return this dot items dot length triple equals to 0. Okay, last is the printing of the queue elements. Okay, print the queue elements. Okay, so print queue. Okay, now return this dot items dot to string. Okay, so this is a queue which I tried to cover up. Okay, so NQ DQ front is empty. uh, so like slide with a class code I have tried to explain, break down each method. Example I have shared it here. Let's now implement it. Okay, uh, see, let's create a constructor. Okay, q q. Okay, so q dot nq. Okay, and it will be 10. Okay, 10 20 30 40 50. Okay, now so not log. Okay, dot print. This will print us all the details. Okay, dq, I am removing the front and then front. Okay, so that we are aware. So answer you can think of in mind. We will be first printing all this, then it will return dq 10 and front will be 20. Let me run this code. Okay, oh, I did a mistake here. You see 10 20 30 40 50, 10 is returned as a dq part of it, and front now becomes the 20. Okay, so that's all guys for this video. Try to think about it, google it, play around with this data structure, read more about it, and we will get back to you with more videos. I'll study more on this stack cube. Okay, thanks guys, see you again.